In the quiet suburb of Evergreen Hills, where snow blanketed the streets like a fresh layer of forgotten dreams, lived the Harlan family. It was December 24th, 2025, and the air was thick with the promise of Christmas cheer, or at least it should have been. For Emily Harlan, a single mother of two, the holiday season felt more like a cruel joke than a time of joy. Emily stared at the barren shelves of her pantry, her heart sinking deeper with each empty space. The fridge hummed mockingly, offering nothing but a half-empty carton of milk and a wilted carrot. This year had been brutal. Her job as a freelance graphic designer had dried up after a major client pulled out, leaving her scrambling to pay bills. The kids, 8-year-old Tommy and 6-year-old Lily, had been so excited about Santa and presents. But Emily could barely afford the rent, let alone a festive dinner. Promised them turkey, she whispered to herself, tears welling up. But promises were as empty as her wallet. She'd skipped meals herself to stretch the groceries, but now, on Christmas Eve, there was nothing left. No ham, no pies, no twinkling lights to distract from the hunger pangs. She imagined the neighbors' homes, glowing with warmth, laughter echoing from family gatherings. The Harlan's house was dark, save for a single string of old lights flickering weakly on the porch. Tommy bounded into the kitchen, his eyes wide with innocence. "Mum, when's dinner? Can we have mashed potatoes like last year?" Lily trailed behind, clutching her stuffed bear. Emily forced a smile. "Soon, sweetie, Mummy's figuring it out." But inside, panic clawed at her. How could she tell them? There was no food for Christmas. Across the street, in a modest bungalow adorned with garlands and a wreath that smelled of fresh pine, lived Marcus Reed. At 62, Marcus was a retired chef who'd spent decades in bustling kitchens, crafting meals that brought people together. His wife had passed 5 years ago, and his children were scattered across the country, too busy with their own lives to visit. This Christmas, like the last few, he planned to cook a feast for one turkey, with all the trimmings, cranberry sauce, and pumpkin pie. It was his way of honoring traditions, even if solitude was his only guest. As the sun dipped low, casting long shadows on the snow, Marcus glanced out his window. He noticed the Harlan house, unusually dim. He'd seen Emily struggling before, carrying groceries alone, waving off help with a tired smile. Something tugged at him. "No one should be alone on Christmas," he muttered, echoing his late wife's words. Next chapter, wait.
Please subscribe and comment. Love you all.